Punter Sam Martin now ready to get us started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Caught here by Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hey, you got 3, 3 down, 50. Check 13.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
4 down. Check. Double. AB.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Four down. Big 20.
Now a man who was briefly a Steeler himself. This is LeGarrette Blount. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
On the ball. 22.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. Luke Wilson, 65 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On second down, it's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Let's go. Hey, we got three down. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go now. You got 4. You got good job, guys. Bang, 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 bang. Good job, guys.
Again, it's Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Tight is right. Let's tight. Tight is right.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. He can run, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go,
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
22!
Stafford on 1st down. He's going to loft one, deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 47 yards. And the Lions are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's got room. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
4 down.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Throw that side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. Got some real estate inside the 30. Amir Abdullah. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, 43 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
3 down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Hey, 58 is down. 58 is down. 21.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Stafford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Stafford here. The left side completion to Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey. Kill. 21.
To throw on second down is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Play fake to Abdullah. It's Stafford. Steps away. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw on second down. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
22. 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last...
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, lady.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set, 180. On the ball,
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
set, lady.
A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Hey, alert it, 10:53. Hey, give me radar.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Abdullah. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
3 down. Tighten up. Stay 50.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, we got 3 down. Hurry up, let's go. 43
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jack 16. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Hurry up, let's go. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Take both of them.
They go play action here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Alert! There's a... Chance. 4 down! Switch! Safe!
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3 down.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Ben to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He'll get it up the middle. Oh, now he's pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, give me radar.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Give me radar. Check it out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With it is Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Hurry up, let's go!
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They start the drive with Abdullah. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Like 7. 4 down.
They go back to Abdullah on 1st. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Abdullah on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
you.